When I first played Breath of the Wild, believe it or not, I didn't love it. I mean, I enjoyed the time I spent with it, for sure. I did a bunch of shrines, I beat 3 of the 4 divine beasts, I even beat Ganon. But after that, I never felt the urge to scour and complete every single thing there was to see. I don't know why. I finished the game, I had my fun with it, and that was enough. I could easily understand why the game became so beloved. I guess I just didn't relate to all the people who made multiple hour-long Breath of the Wild videos here on YouTube. It's low-key crazy how many of those multiple hour-long Breath of the Wild videos there are on YouTube. Anyway, a few weeks, years, months later, I don't know, jump to one faithful, unsuspecting day, and I booted up Breath of the Wild again. Maybe it was to record footage for a video, maybe I was just in the mood, I don't know. But something so small made me change my whole perspective and approach for how I thought about it. One of my favorite details in Breath of the Wild is the Hero's Path mode that you can access at any time in the map. Basically, it displays the whole journey you've taken throughout the entire game, and it tells a really compact story about everything you've done and everywhere you've been. And I really like this. I think it's so satisfying to see everywhere you've been displayed out so clearly. But 2 things really bothered me about my original save file. First of all, there were huge chunks of the map that I just completely neglected. For some reason or another, I just never visited them. And secondly, I used fast travel quite a lot, which breaks up the timeline in a really unsatisfying way. Just the idea of having a smooth and complete Hero's Path map screen with no fast travel, no nothing, that you could very clearly trace the entire path from start to finish really inspired me. And this like random and kind of insignificant goal that I had inspired me to play this game with a whole new perspective. Breath of the Wild, at its core, is about the land of Hyrule. It's about turning over every rock, literally. It's about investigating every branching path. It's about assaulting Koroks, and it's about choosing to take the scenic route. Spoiler warning, every single route is a scenic route. Breath of the Wild takes the format of an open world game and takes full advantage of it in a way that no other game at the time had done before. The story of Breath of the Wild aren't the memories that Link regains from before the game. Those just give context. The real story of Breath of the Wild is the entire journey that Link takes to regain his strength and take on and defeat Ganon, Calamity Ganon, and rescue Princess Zelda at the end of the game. That's the story. Whether it is an epic and long tale of hardship and regaining your strength, or like a 10-minute speedrun where he beats him in his undies. With that in mind, I strongly believe that the best way to experience this game is to just completely ignore fast travel, to pretend it's not even an option. Fast traveling just robs you of opportunities for potential discovery and tangents that are what makes this game so special. And tying that back into the story of the game, every Korok that you discover, every shrine that you discover, makes Link stronger, which means that everything you do, as long as you discover a Korok or a shrine along the way, adds and contributes to the story of the game. Everything you do is a part of the game's story. It's all gameplay. A complaint that some people have had about this game over the years is that there's not a whole lot of variety in the rewards you get for discovering. It's shrines and Koroks, and shrines and Koroks, and shrines and Koroks, and like maybe a weapon that'll break. It's shrines and Koroks. But in my opinion, taking emphasis away from the rewards and making them so simple is what makes this game so special. The act of poking around and discovering your new favorite spot to go back and visit is the reward for discovery. That's the best part of this game. The Koroks and shrines that you get are just a way for the designers to nudge players towards going out and discovering all that. Eventually, you don't even really think, oh cool, a shrine and a Korok. It's kind of just like acknowledgement from the developers, like, yep, we wanted you to go there. Yeah. Break for your new favorite segment. Sasha's favorite places to visit in Breath of the Wild. Guys, this is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be fucking crazy. Say hello, Link. Okay. I don't think there's a better way to kick off this segment than with Whistling Hill. It's my favorite view of Hyrule Field. I think Hyrule Field is so beautiful. The infinite sprawling grass. I mean, this is the best place to see it. This next one is like easily a favorite. I'm a sucker for orange leaf trees and daunting cliffs. Daunting cliff sides are like, I don't know why, but it's just so cool, like seeing an enormous mountain of some kind. Even though it's like not that big, like Link could probably climb that pretty easily. But I think it's really cool and it's unique in this game. There's not a lot of like flat face cliffs. Just in case that wasn't good enough for you, the view of this castle, like when the lighting hits right, is like It's crazy. I mean, just the tree sticking off it, like, it kind of looks otherworldly. The ruined guardian, the orange trees, the cast in the background, like, how could you not? Like, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. The little flowers, the shrine, the ocean view. I think ocean views can be a little boring in video games because it is literally just like blue. But in Breath of the Wild, the lighting and cloud system, like, it makes it really special. Sunrise and sunset, like, it's just... Like, this game just does it so well. Anyway, this view gets 5 big booms. We can move on for the mount. I think any vista where you can see these labyrinths in these games are really cool. They're just very striking. This one, because it's so hidden. But the other ones, because of how much they stand out. Last underrated spot to visit in Breath of the Wild, one of my favorites, is down in this canyon. The Tanagar Canyon. Apparently that's what it's called. Like, there really is so much variety in what you can discover in this game. Like, there's nowhere else where they have windmills that look like this, or they have bridges that look like that. And the icing of the cake for this whole canyon is not just the golf course, but also the dragon that flies through you every now and then. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. Cliche, maybe. On the nose, probably. But that quote was actually invented just to describe Breath of the Wild. Did you know that? Breath of the Wild is built on these small adventuring moments. Discovering an enormous labyrinth for the first time. Finding shelter from the rain so you can pass the night. Getting hit by the breeze and the theme song of a dragon when you least expect it. It just comes out of nowhere. It's so cool. This meaningful and slow traversal approach, which helped me fall in love with Breath of the Wild more than any other open world game, carries itself really nicely into other games. While it may not be as rewarding as it is in Breath of the Wild, because these games just weren't designed to be experienced like this, replaying and playing these games has really added to their immersion so much for me. Trotting meaningfully through Red Dead's America, sailing the Sea of Thieves, catching a cab in GTA 4's Vice City, and most importantly, exploring the lands of Skyrim. One of the things I've always disliked the most about Skyrim is just how accessible and easy fast travel is at all times. Like, why would I ever want to slowly journey through an area on foot that I've already been if I can just get there in 2 clicks and a loading screen? But in reality, you miss out on so many tangents and moments for discovery and immersion when you do that kind of thing. But it's just so easy to fast travel, why wouldn't I? That's how I've always played the game until I played Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild taught me to resist that urge of fast travel, and it really helped me enjoy Skyrim in a way that I couldn't before. I don't know, man. This game really is so special. It is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of game. Even after beating the game multiple times and playing on a save file where I've already discovered everything, I so often find myself just loading into the game and losing hours just wandering through Hyrule, visiting my favorite places to visit, seeing everything, engaging with the world, just taking in how beautiful it is. Like, the lighting system in this game is like, it's unreal. It is genuinely, it's unreal. Breath of the Wild is like taking a walk through my own personal miniature garden, which is exactly how Miyamoto has always described the Legend of Zelda series in general. I still, to this day, get so absorbed in Breath of the Wild in a way that I just can't with Tears of the Kingdom. It just doesn't hit the same. Anyways, I just want to talk about this game a little more. I love Breath of the Wild so much, and I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for your time. If you enjoyed it, hit the funny buttons. You know the funny buttons down there. Have a lovely day, and I'm filming this on the 30th of December 2024, so you guys are watching this in the future. What's 2025 like? You guys have flying cars yet? Is it cool? Is 2025 cool? I don't know. Tell me about it. Cheers.
都他妈已经快凌晨5点半了，你还躺在你的床上，看着你的黄片，打着你的飞机，你真觉得2025年你能干这个？
Yes! Oh, I vastly prefer winning to losing.